Hello, this is HD Chambers. Today's Thursday, June 11th, and I'm coming to you with the desire and the wish that you and your family are doing well, and that things are a little calmer than perhaps they've been the last 2 or 3 months. I'm going to be brief today, and I know that makes everyone happy. Everybody likes it when I'm quick. I do want to express my once again my congratulations to the class of 2020 graduates. This week, as you know, we celebrated their graduation commencement. I was extremely pleased that we were able to do it in person, and I think the graduates and their families were as well. It was nice to see them. It really was. I told them a month and a half ago I would have probably bet money that we weren't going to have an in-person graduation. So I'm glad I was wrong on that. And so anyway, it was great, and they're now going on about their lives. They're all a bunch of them going to college, a lot of them going into the workforce. Many of them are going into the armed services, and so we are grateful for each and every one of them. And they have a story to tell as they get older. They have a story to tell. Second thing I want to talk about real briefly is the transition back to school next school year, or for the fall. Um, as you know, we have set a calendar, and now the work of what might the reentry into the school year look like. And there's a lot of unanswered questions. I know if you're a staff member watching this, there's unanswered questions. If you're a parent, there are unanswered questions. If you're a student, there's an unanswered question. Me and my role, there are still unanswered questions from the state of Texas that either need to be answered, or the current answer is not sufficient. Meaning it's not doable. Whatever the guidance is, whatever the response is, is not realistic. And I won't go into the details on that just yet. But I do want you to know we've assembled a very large task force. We're calling it Reentry and Recovery Task Force, kind of R squared. And it's being facilitated and led by a consultant and expert in managing these types of large, comprehensive, really complicated projects. And that work in earnest has begun. And I just want everyone to know that there are many factors that we're aware of. And again, I don't have answers for you just right now, but I'm asking for people's patience. I'm going to be asking for people to chip in and work a little bit to help us come to some conclusions on issues. We realize that safety and security of staff and students are first and foremost. We realize that we are probably going to have to follow some form of social distancing, which will impact the capacity of our schools and students and staff. We realize we need to find out specifically from parents and families who are comfortable in sending their children back face to face, who are not. We need to find out specifically from staff who is comfortable coming back to work face to face and who are not. And then with that specific detailed information, we need to be able to make um, schedules and prepare for all of those multiple different scenarios. I will tell you, we are preparing for at-home learning, virtual learning, both with technology and with paper-based packets for a certain component of our students. We're preparing a virtual school, which is just that. It's a school where students will be able to go to school virtually. And then we're preparing a hybrid, meaning some face-to-face, some virtual. Uh, and then there's probably something we're not even preparing for that we don't know about just yet. But we know that we have to prepare for at least those three scenarios. Um, and so I'm just, what I'm sharing with you is all of this has fully got our attention. We're working diligently, and the objectives or the priorities, if you will, of our attempts are safety and security. How can we get students into the best learning environment possible? And how can we put our teachers in the best learning environment, excuse me, the best teaching environment, so that learning can take place. So this large task force will continue working. You will begin hearing more details from me. If you're a parent, if you're a parent, at some point in the near future, you're going to probably receive a phone call or a question from someone asking you your opinion about specifically your children or your child, however, if you have multiple children in school. And we just need for you to be honest and to let us know what you're thinking so we can adequately prepare. We did, we have just recently, within the last day or two, received results of a district-wide survey of parents, staff, and community. It's very interesting. We don't have the details just yet, so but we will be sharing the results of that as soon as we get the breakdown from the company that did the survey for us. But that survey doesn't go into the level of detail by parent or by teacher or by student about what you're thinking so that we can make some of these more specific decisions. So just be prepared for that. Last but not least, I just want to tell you how proud I am to work in a district as diverse as A-Leaf. With everything that's going on right now in our country, and you know, I've never been more proud to be in a community or a school system that appreciates different cultures, different races, different walks of life, different languages, different belief systems, different religions. Um, our country could learn from A-Leaf. Our country could. We have anywhere from a 90 to 100 languages spoken in our community. And on any given day, we've got 85 to 90 languages spoken in our schools. Just that alone. A-Leaf has been known for many, many years for its diversity and how it has successfully embraced it. And I don't mean just accepted it, I mean thrived with it, used it as a platform to do better. So I told the graduates that what's going on right now across our country is sad, tragic. I mean, there's so many emotions that come to mind, but we all have to be part of the solution. We all have to be part of it, and I'm I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this. This community, this school district, the A-Leaf community, the A-Leaf school district, is in a position to help because it's done it before. It's been doing it for years. So I'm just proud to be a part of it. Thank you for your time. God bless every one of you. Take care of yourselves, and I'll be sharing with more information with you soon.